Just pulled the 12-hour shift, graveyard. I am off right now and decided to make this quick video. I apologize in advance if my train of thought isn't as sharp as it's supposed to be, so I'll try my best. I get at least 1 to 5 questions a month about becoming a private investigator in the state of California. I believe that the best way to address this question is through this video. See, there's a misconception that you just apply for a private investigator license in the state of California, you take a test, and then you become a private detective. Well, that's not the case. The requirement, the most basic requirement, is 3 years of investigative experience. Most people don't have 3 years of investigative experience. If you are a police officer or some type of law enforcement officer, you can get that investigative experience during your patrol work. You just have to word your certificate of experience correctly. Those of you who work private security, you cannot get any experience. You can't get any investigative experience out of private security work that the state will count, is what I'm trying to say. So you might work a patrol account and investigate certain disturbances or theft incidents. That experience does not count towards your private investigator experience that's needed to qualify in California. Okay, so you can't count that. A lot of people ask me every month, well, a significant amount of people ask me every month, and this is the reason why I'm making this video, is how do I get that experience? I know that many of you, that your dream is to become a private investigator. That's a career goal for you. That's your ambitions. And I'm gonna tell you one of the ways that you can do it. Now, mind you, I do not work for BSIS, the Bureau of Security Investigative Services. They are the regulatory arm in the state of California. They are the ones who make decisions regarding private investigator, private security licensing. I do not work for them. I am not an attorney at all. This advice, or actually this video, does not offer any type of professional advice. Hey, the facts change all the time, right? So this video is just for your information. Hopefully you can get what you learned today and do some more research on it. Anyhow, if you don't have any investigative experience, some people might ask, well, can I volunteer? Well, this is the thing. If you volunteer, make sure that you do so with a licensed private investigator. Otherwise, your experience is not going to count, and it should be in the state of California. If it's another state, well, I've discussed that in other articles, what to do if you're from another state, and I might end up doing a video on that if I have enough interested persons who are from another state and they want to come to California. Okay, I already lost my train of thought already. Okay, so work, I got my train of thought again. So work for a licensed private investigator, volunteer. But when I say volunteer, what I mean is maybe they'll take you as apprentice. If they pay you that $1, you can actually have that qualified manager. And the qualified manager, this is the person who runs the day-to-day operations of the private investigator business. This is the person that's going to sign off on your private investigator qualifying experience certificate. If you get paid $1, you do the work, you do the volunteer work, you do your 3 years, your 6,000 hours, that'll qualify you for a certificate. Okay, but this is the problem. If I'm a private investigator, I'm not going to pay you $1. Because number one, I'm scared that you might come back later on and file a labor and wage claim against me, the labor department, labor commission, and I'm going to end up getting sued, and I'm going to lose. Okay, I'm going to lose. You cannot accept free work unless it's a strictly voluntary contract agreement. But once you take that $1, it's not voluntary anymore. That's the problem. So when I say volunteer, I mean volunteer with the quotation marks. Okay. Maybe somebody will do it for you, sign off on that experience. I personally would not do that because of the fact that this person could come back later and file that that wage claim against me. That's something I'm not going to do. Not something I'm going to risk. And there's nothing. I mean, realistically, what would I gain? And I'm not talking about me specifically, but me. You know, what if you're the private investigator? Like, what do you gain? Well, okay, you do gain a volunteer, free work in a way, and you get to be the middle person that matches this person with their dreams, with their career goals. But a lot of people aren't willing to do that. Okay. Now, second, what you might want to do is consider volunteering for a law enforcement agency or government agency. And when I mean volunteer, I mean strictly volunteer work. So I know some guy, he worked the missing person unit in a large police department. He did it for 3 years. He got 6,000 hours, and they signed off on his sergeant, signed off on the certificate of experience, and he has a private investigator license. Okay, they were able to sign off on that. Well, BSIS, Bureau of Security Investigative Services, accept that volunteer work from a government agency? Well, they did in that case. Okay, they do in most cases. Now, mind you, this person, I believe, got some type of reimbursement for like travel, and every year got some type of per diem line item expense or paid expenses, because there was some type of compensation, even though it was just really nominal involved. The employer marked on the box where it says certificate of experience, he marked payroll. See, it doesn't have to say that this person was a volunteer investigator. The state just wants to know if they were on the payroll or not. Well, I believe if you're getting reimbursed by the employer, you know, you're getting some type of reimbursement, maybe for travel, that you should be on the payroll, right? So if they're going to sign off on it, I mean, the thing is, you're taking that risk, you know, that 3 years risk. But that's one of the ways that you can do it as well. Okay. The third way is you can have, or you find somebody that has that 3 years investigative experience, have them take the private investigator exam, and they will be the qualified manager. So they will be the person that runs the day-to-day operates the business. And basically, you work under this person. I mean, you own the company, but you're going to do 6,000 hours under this person, and then you're going to agree that after 6,000 hours is complete, in 3 years period, this person's going to sign off on your certificate. There's a lot more to know than today's video. This video is short, even though we're going to be a little bit under 10 minutes. Look at the BSIS requirements. If you're from another state, look at the requirements to become a private investigator, wherever you're at. I'm going to leave a link in the description below, and that link is going to link you to a longer video that I made about the requirements of becoming a licensed private investigator. I hope this helps. If you have any comments, concerns, please comment below. You might actually have your question answered already in another video. I do a significant amount of private investigator videos. I do more private security. But again, if you have a question on a topic that I didn't cover, you can always ask. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. If becoming a private investigator is your career choice, that's your objective in life, I hope soon that you meet that objective, and I hope these videos help. Thank you and goodbye.